Hello, my name's Richard Oram. I'm a resident of the Meadows subdivision. I'd like to share with you some information on the Baton Rouge fault line. Let me draw your attention to the application submitted by Mr. Lancaster. In particular, let's look at line item number 14, which is entitled Fault Line. In answer to the question, describe all fault lines or other geologic hazards that affect this property, Mr. Lancaster wrote, not applicable. However, if you look carefully at the plat of the proposed subdivision provided by Mr. Lancaster, you can see a faint line marked as the approximate location of the Baton Rouge fault line. I've highlighted it in green to make it easier to see. Marked in red is a zone 200 feet wide on either side of the fault line. 20% of the home lots are either fully or partially in the red risk zone. In the next few slides, I will cite the affidavit of Richard P. McCullough that's on record with the Planning Commission. Richard P. McCullough is the foremost expert on the Baton Rouge fault line within the state of Louisiana. Over the past 25 years, Mr. McCullough has published detailed mappings of the surface faults of the Baton Rouge system and is a recognized technical expert on the Baton Rouge fault system. Figure 1 shows the latest and most accurate data on the fault line, and Mr. McCullough notes that it traverses the property proposed for the development. Mr. McCullough notes that the Baton Rouge fault caused damage to the former Woodlawn High School on Tiger Bend Road. In fact, Woodlawn High School moved its entire campus because of the damage that resulted from the fault. Faults within the Baton Rouge system have been shown to cause damage to roads, pavement, and building structures, and the rate of movement along them has increased in connection with human activities such as drainage alteration and groundwater withdrawal. The best estimate would be that buildings and other improvements placed within a 200-foot zone on either side of the fault would have a potentially substantial risk of experiencing damage. The area of damage could be wider. It is McCullough's professional opinion that structures placed within the area extending 200 feet on either side of the fault would have a significant and potentially unacceptable risk of property damage. Unsuspecting citizens who buy homes or lots in this subdivision face the very real prospect of property damage and financial loss. The city parish faces the very real prospect of legal liability if this commission knowingly allows this to occur. The UDC expressly provides the authority and imposes the responsibility on this commission to deny approval because of this fault line. See UDC 4.103.3. In summary, this land is not suitable for development. The fault line will affect the welfare of the future inhabitants of the subdivision. Mr. Lancaster has not solved the problem. He has not tried to solve the problem. As a matter of engineering reality, he cannot solve the problem, except by moving the house lots away from the fault line.